Oh, Janet. Oh, man, I was not trying to go live. Oh, my goodness. Again, it don't have no title. Lord, what is going on? Hold on. Hey, tea sippers. Real quick, what in the world is going on? Are they playing in our face again? Hey, I don't even think I have a title. This thing just came on by itself. What in the world? I really need to go out and come back in. Let me set this up, y'all. I don't know what's going on with Diddy. Diddy ain't learned nothing, have he? He ain't learned nothing. And he don't know that judge not playing with him? I really don't think he get it. He gonna learn soon. And I don't know what Trump doing. He is such a hypocrite. Oh my God. I just can't stomach that man. Ugh. I don't know what was going on. So, it seemed like, I don't know what Diddy doing. He panicking. He losing his mind. He kind of all over the place. Man, you ain't... Y'all, it's just madness. It is just absolute madness. Talking about Madison Square Garden. Foolishness. Are you crazy? How you trying to convince the judge, convince the people? What are you doing? You just so dang vain. I'm so glad that hey, oh, Israel. I'm just gonna say Israel. Yael. I don't know how you pronounce that. But listen, I'm so glad that clip last night fell in my lap showing Diddy and Trump together long time ago. When Trump and they're talking about, I mean, I really don't know the guy. You lie. You lie in our face. You liar. And you talking about you not considering pardoning him. You lie. You lie. It's all a big cover up, y'all. I don't know what the people was thinking who thought it was a good idea to re-elect him. He is in place to tear up everything. He's so full of hate. That's about the only thing that Diddy said about him. That it's between love and hate. But he ain't love. I don't know what he talking about. He is not love. He ain't love. But the statement is true. You understand? Because that man is so full of hate. It is just unbelievable, y'all. I'm trying to get this set up because it just came up on its own. I don't even have no title. It won't. Oh, very, very full of revenge. But he has said that. Why won't it let me go here? Now it's stuck, Lord. But one thing is for sure, he has said before that he is a vengeful person. Absolutely. No, why is this doing this? I have no idea. It won't let me go where I need to go. It won't let me do what I need to do. And it just came on by itself. Like it's running me instead of the other way around. But I've been listening to some things today. And I'm just going to say, I am kind of shocked. I am kind of shocked. Why I'm trying to put this together. Let's listen to the Hypocrite. Y'all, can we listen to the Hypocrite while I get this set up? That's gonna be the title of this, the Hypocrite.
Put it very plainly. If we Republicans choose Donald Trump as our nominee, the prospects for a safe and prosperous future are greatly diminished. Let me explain why I say that.
Oh, well, he telling the truth here.
If Donald Trump's plans were ever implemented, the country would sink into prolonged recession. A few examples. His proposed 35% tariff-like penalties would instigate a trade war, and that would raise prices for consumers,
Absolutely.
kill our export jobs, and lead entrepreneurs and businesses of all stripes to flee America. His tax plan, in combination with his refusal to reform entitlements and to honestly address spending, would balloon the deficit and the national debt. So even though Donald Trump has offered very few specific economic plans, what little he has said is enough to know that he would be very bad for American workers and for American families. But you say, wait. Isn't he a huge business success? Doesn't he know what he's talking about? No, he isn't. And no, he doesn't. His bankruptcies have crushed small businesses and the men and women who work for them. He inherited his business. He didn't create it. And whatever happened to Trump Airlines? How about Trump University? And then there's Trump Magazine and Trump Vodka and Trump Steaks and Trump Mortgage. A business genius he is not. And let me put it very plainly. If we Republicans choose Donald Trump as our nominee, the prospects for a safe and prosperous future are greatly diminished. Let me explain why I say that. First, on the economy. If Donald Trump's plans were ever implemented, the country would sink into prolonged recession. A few examples. His proposed 35% tariff-like penalties would instigate a trade war, and that would raise prices for consumers, kill our export jobs, and lead entrepreneurs and businesses of all stripes to flee America. His tax plan, in combination with his refusal to reform entitlements and to honestly address spending, would balloon the deficit and the national debt. So even though Donald Trump has offered very few specific economic plans, what little he has said is enough to know that he would be very bad for American workers and for American families. But you say, wait. Isn't he a huge business success? Doesn't he know what he's talking about?
No.
No, he isn't. And no, he doesn't.
Absolutely. He does not.
Look, his bankruptcies have crushed small businesses and the men and women who work for them. He inherited his business. He didn't create it. And whatever happened to Trump Airlines? How about Trump University? And then there's Trump Magazine, and Trump Vodka, and Trump Steaks, and Trump Mortgage.
Scam.
A business genius, he
Scam.
is not.
He has
Put it very
scammed.
plainly. If we Republicans choose Donald Trump as our nominee, the prospects for a safe and prosperous future are greatly diminished. Let me explain why I say that. First, on the economy. If Donald Trump's plans were ever implemented, the country would sink into prolonged recession.
Facts.
A few examples. His proposed 35% tariff-like penalties would instigate a trade war.
Facts.
And that would raise prices for consumers,
Facts.
kill our export jobs, and lead entrepreneurs and businesses of all stripes to flee America.
Facts.
His tax plan, in combination with his refusal to reform entitlements and to honestly address spending, would balloon the deficit and the national debt. So even though Donald Trump has offered very few specific economic plans, what little he has said is enough to know that he would be very bad for American workers and for American families. But you say, wait. Isn't he a huge business success? Doesn't he know what he's talking about?
No.
No, he isn't. And no, he doesn't.
Hey, Curtis. The lips of a diddler.
Look, his bankruptcies have crushed small businesses and the men and women who work for them. He inherited his business. He didn't create it.
Facts.
And whatever happened to Trump Airlines? How about Trump University?
Failed.
There's Trump Magazine.
Failed.
And Trump Vodka.
Failed.
And Trump Steaks.
Failed.
And Trump Mortgage.
Failed.
A business genius, he is
A
not.
failure.
And
A
let me put it
big failure. A big failure. Big AunTeaFee. Big failure. Absolutely. And a hypocrite.
Get back with his mother.
Oh, get back with his mother. Oh my God. Ugh. These people are killing me. Oh, I didn't save it. Oh my goodness. I thought I saved it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Where was I? I was over here. I could have sworn I saved it. Hold on. Google. Yeah, he's a big failure.
What do you want? How should he get on with his life? The truth is out. There's a prisoner and there's a dead guy. That's the truth. All right?
That's TV personality rich guy Kevin O'Leary trying to argue that we need to move on from the Epstein files. The truth is out. The truth is not out. All Kevin O'Leary wants to do is keep the cover-up going. Kevin O'Leary is trying to protect Donald Trump. Despicable. And he's trying to protect the many other people who were involved beyond Epstein and Donald Trump. And Newsmax is trying to protect Donald Trump. Let's watch a clip of what they're saying about Ghislaine Maxwell.
I know. People are horrified when I say there's a possibility that this individual just might be innocent. But think about it. Who's told us about her?
Ghislaine Maxwell, over a trial that took place over 6 days, with plenty of witnesses, plenty of evidence, was found guilty of 5 counts. She's not an innocent victim. She is guilty. Over 1,000 teenage girls were criminally abused by Epstein, Maxwell, and others. Who are those others? When Todd Blanche went to interview recently Ghislaine Maxwell, he mentioned about 100 names. Who are those 100 names? Ghislaine Maxwell knows all the men, prominent, wealthy men, probably a dozen or two, who were involved in this horrific criminal activity. She didn't testify at her trial. And people like Kevin O'Leary and Newsmax and Donald Trump are scared to death that she'll tell. That's why Donald Trump just moved her against standard procedure into a low security prison. That's why he said the following.
Is clemency on the table for her in exchange for testimony?
I'm allowed to do it, but nobody's asked me to do it. I know nothing about it. I don't know anything about the...
Rule number one with Donald Trump is when he denies something, that means he's guilty of it. He's definitely been asked to pardon Ghislaine Maxwell. He's thinking about pardoning Ghislaine Maxwell, and he knows all about what has gone on. People don't want the truth to come out, not just Donald Trump. Everyone involved, prominent men, all of their friends. I'll get a little personal here. I grew up working class. I didn't get to know the super wealthy until I went to graduate school at Stanford and taught at Duke. And I'll tell you one key difference between the wealthy and you and me. They don't understand boundaries. That's good in some ways, but it's bad in others. They don't think they'll ever get caught. The names have got to come out. These people need to go down.
Do you want money? What do you want?
Here's what should get on with his life.
The truth is out. There's a prisoner and there's a dead guy. That's the truth. All right?
That's TV personality rich guy Kevin O'Leary trying to argue that we need to move on from the Epstein files. The truth is out. The truth is not out. All Kevin O'Leary wants to do is keep the cover-up going. Kevin O'Leary is trying to protect Donald Trump. Despicable. And he's trying to protect the many other people who were involved beyond Epstein and Donald Trump. And Newsmax is trying to protect Donald Trump. Let's watch a clip of what they're saying about Ghislaine Maxwell.
I know. People are horrified when I say there's a possibility that this individual just might be innocent. But think about it. Who's told us about her?
Ghislaine Maxwell, over a trial that took place over 6 days, with plenty of witnesses, plenty of evidence, was found guilty of 5 counts.
5.
She's not an innocent victim. She is guilty.
She
Over
had
1,000 teenage girls were criminally abused by Epstein, Maxwell, and others. Who are those others? When Todd Blanche went to interview recently Ghislaine Maxwell, he mentioned about 100 names. Who are those 100 names? Ghislaine Maxwell knows all the men,
all of
prominent,
them,
wealthy men, probably a dozen or two, who were involved in this horrific criminal activity. She didn't testify at her trial. And people like Kevin O'Leary and Newsmax and Donald Trump are scared to death that she'll tell. That's
absolutely.
why Donald Trump
Because
just moved her against standard procedure into a low security prison. That's why he said the following.
Is clemency on the table for her in exchange for testimony?
I'm allowed to do it, but nobody's asked me to do it. I know nothing about it. I don't know anything
we know
about
he
it.
lying.
Rule number one with Donald Trump is when he denies something, that means he's guilty of it. He's definitely been asked to pardon Ghislaine Maxwell. He's thinking about pardoning Ghislaine Maxwell, and he knows all about what has gone on.
Absolutely.
People don't want the truth to come out, not just Donald Trump. Everyone involved, prominent men, all of their friends. I'll get a little personal here. I grew up working class. I didn't get to know the super wealthy until I went to graduate school at Stanford and taught at Duke. And I'll tell you one key difference between the wealthy and you and me. They don't understand boundaries. That's good in some ways, but it's bad in others. They don't think they'll ever get caught.
Facts.
The names have got to come out. These people need to go down.
They don't think they'll ever get caught, and then they put someone in office that they feel like is bold enough bold. Here it is right here. Bold enough to continue to cover it up. And the people who back him, will say, you just do what you do, the lie and deny, and we'll cover your back. And that's what's happening. Listen to this.
You aware of, and did you personally approve the prison transfer for Ghislaine Maxwell
Oh, no,
that
that's
your
not
Justice
the one.
Department?
I didn't know about it at all. No, I read about it just like you did.
And do you believe that she is
It's not a very uncommon thing.
That's not
Do
the
you
one
believe
I
that
was
she's
looking
credible
for.
to be listening to? Your Deputy Attorney General sat down with her recently.
Well, let me tell you, he's a very talented man. His name is Todd Bland. She's a very
That's
legitimate
not the
person,
one I
very
was
high.
looking for. Thank you,
Just a
Janet.
very highly thought of person, respected by everybody.
Oh,
And
I cannot with that everybody. Oh, it's always the over empathize. Oh, everybody approves. Everybody. Oh yeah. Oh, everybody, and you know this already. And we don't know nothing. Oh, I can't play the song. But look at it. Says pedophile, apists, ex traffickers, groomers, political power, economic power, blackmail power, and power of suggestion. Look at that. Look at that lineup. Yeah, this is Donald Trump, Jeffrey Epstein, Andrew Windsor, former Prince Andrew Mountbatten, Sean Combs, Ghislaine Maxwell, Harvey Weinstein, Robert Kelly, Danny Sylvester, Kevin Spacey, Roman Polanski. Look at that lineup. Oh my goodness. Thank you for that. I appreciate you, Janet. Thank you. Oh, look at the lineup. Pedos and pimps. And madams. Who is that other female? Who is that blonde-headed one? Who is that? Hey, Eric. Who was that? 1, 2, 3, 6. So there's some more people's name on here. It only had 10 people's names. Ooh-wee. Yeah, we gotta do better. We have got to do better. What else I got over here before I dive in? Before I dive in. Before I dive in. Oh my goodness. When will the madness end? Yeah, I can't. It just had a list of the you talking about the people that was in the orange, Eric? Hey, Christine. It says pedos, apists, ex-traffickers, groomers, political power, economic power, blackmail power, and power of suggestion. It's 12 people. They only have 10 names listed. Donald Trump, Jeffrey Epstein, Andrew Mountbatten, Sean Combs, Ghislaine Maxwell, Harvey Weinstein, Robert Kelly, Danny Sylvester, Kevin Spacey, and Roman Polanski. I don't know who this lady is. So it's 2 names missing. I came in, you was talking about it. Okay, yeah. See, it's saying up here what it's about. But it's playing the music, and I'm trying to get, anyway. Hold on. That was the subpoena papers. I think we've seen that. What else did I have? Before I go in, talking about this crazy. Y'all, Now, what did I do this for? Oh, that's that boule.
His number would be called 2. Okay, this is how the deep state, he thinks that he's just going to retire, and that's why he doesn't want to retire. You know the former NBA player Dwayne Wade? Correct. His son Zion is now called Zion. Okay, this is how these people within the system, to go to the next level, you have to sacrifice something. This goes back thousands of years during the time of the pharaohs. If a man wanted to have access to Pharaoh, he had to sleep with the male magician. If a woman wanted to have access to Pharaoh, she had to sleep with the female magician. If a parent wanted their child to see Pharaoh, that child had to sleep with a male or female magician. Nothing has changed. In the rap industry, to go at a certain level financially, you have to be what we call broken. That humiliation. And to your powerful listeners, this goes back into slavery, right? The transatlantic slave trade. Slaves who could not be controlled were sent to the Caribbean, and they were tied down, mostly men, chest first, and molested by a male slave master in front of the other family members and in front of the other slaves. Nothing has changed.
One more time from the beginning.
This counterfeit like LeBron James, who has that Boule logo tattooed on his chest. When LeBron retires, his number would be called 2. Okay, this is how the deep state, he thinks that he's just going to retire, and that's why he doesn't want to retire. You know the former NBA player Dwayne Wade? Correct. His son Zion is now called Zion. Okay, this is how these people within the system, to go to the next level, you have to sacrifice something. This goes back thousands of years during the time of the pharaohs. If a man wanted to have access to Pharaoh, he had to sleep with the male magician. If a woman wanted to have access to Pharaoh, she had to sleep with the female magician. If a parent wanted their child to see Pharaoh, that child had to sleep with a male or female magician. Nothing has changed. In the rap industry, to go at a certain level financially, you have to be what we call broken. That humiliation. And to your powerful listeners, this goes back into slavery, right? The transatlantic slave trade. Slaves who could not be controlled were sent to the Caribbean, and they were tied down, mostly men, chest first, and molested by a male slave master in front of the other family members and in front of the other slaves. Nothing has changed.
So that's that boule stuff? Is that what that's all about? Okay. Yeah. I heard that boule come up before. It is the
This counterfeit like LeBron James, who has that Boule logo tattooed on his chest. When LeBron retires, his number would be called 2. Okay, this is how the deep state, he thinks that he's just going to retire, and that's why he doesn't want to retire. You know the former NBA player Dwayne Wade? Correct. His son Zion is now called
African
Zion.
American
Okay, this is how these people within the system, to go to the next level, you have to sacrifice something. This goes back thousands of years during the time of the pharaohs. If a man wanted to have access to Pharaoh, he had to sleep with the male magician. If a woman wanted to have access to Pharaoh, she had to sleep with the female magician. If a parent wanted their child to see Pharaoh, that child had to sleep with a male or female magician. Nothing has changed. In the rap industry, to go at a certain level financially, you have to be what we call broken. That humiliation. And to your powerful listeners,
this is that's kind of what Diddy Jay-Z and them represent, and it is all male citizens aged 30 or above and with no criminal charges who had put themselves forward would be available for selections. Member of the council were selected by lot. Oh, they said, what is the meaning of Boule in Kappa Alpha? Alpha, Kappa, Alpha. The black fraternity. So yeah, this is, how are you feeling? I'm better today. Well, no, I was really good yesterday. I really got some rest yesterday, but I'm good. I took my vitamins and stuff, and I am drinking some carrot citrus radiant organic that has carrot, pineapples, orange, lemon, and ginger, cold pressed, with some chia seeds. I put some chia seeds in it. So y'all, this is kind of what when old boy come out with his case. Yeah, revolution. Can y'all see that? No, this is evolution. That one. So when old boy come out with a civil case against Diddy. See, I'm trying, Mrs. Tom. I recognize. You ain't get no slack from me. No mouth or nothing. I just gave in, didn't I? I just gave in. So listen, y'all, this is sounding like what Lil Rod gonna be talking about come October, what, 18, 19? Yeah, this butt-breaking stuff. Misleading. The ritual of humiliation. Butt-breaking. What?
This goes back into slavery, right? The transatlantic slave trade. Slaves who could not be controlled were sent to the Caribbean, and they were tied down, mostly men, chest first, and molested by a male slave master in front of the other family members and in front of the other slaves. Nothing has changed.
Wow. Find out the real reason why you never made it in any entertainment. Former music producer Ricky breaks down the science behind the Black Illuminati.
This counterfeit, like LeBron
the
James,
Black Illuminati,
who has that Boule logo tattooed on his chest. When LeBron retired,
so LeBron name was off in there too, wasn't it?
Okay, this is how the deep state, he thinks that he's just going to retire, and that's why he doesn't want to retire. You know the former NBA player, Dwayne Wade? Correct. His son, Zion, is now called Zion. Okay, this is how these people within the system, to go to the next level, you have to
explains Diddy.
Something. This goes
Kanye.
back thousands of years during the time of the
Jay-Z.
Pharaohs. If a man wanted to have access to Pharaoh, he had to sleep with the male magician. If a woman wanted to have access to Pharaoh, she had to sleep with the female magician. If a parent wanted their child to see Pharaoh, that child had to sleep with a male or female magician. Nothing has changed. In the rap industry, to go at a certain level financially, you have to be what we call broken. That humiliation. And to your powerful listeners, this goes back into slavery, right? The transatlantic slave trade. Slaves who could not be controlled were sent to the Caribbean, and they were tied down, mostly men, chest first, and molested by a male slave master.
This is so sad that this is going on.
In front of the other slaves. Nothing has changed.
So it went from slavery and I guess they carried that mindset of butt breaking over. I don't know. How did we, the African American people, the men, oh man. And why is it still existing? Who takes pleasure in, oh my God, I guess a lot of people do. But y'all, we need to be prepared. You know, I know I played it a few times, but we need to get prepared what's going to come out this time. See, the last time it was about, they were, you know, domestic violence. I mean, a lot of the people made excuses for what was coming out with Diddy, because it was easy to justify what, you know, several men do. See, it was I understand, I'm not gonna play dumb. Most men were not gonna want to agree with the facts of what was coming out, because that with the females, hell, they kind of say, shit, what Diddy was doing here, 95% of the men do that. So they don't want to say that that was wrong, because if they would say it was wrong with Diddy, they would have to say it's wrong when they do it, right? And so heck no. Let me stay away from that. Free Diddy. Shit. Free Diddy. You know, it wasn't nothing but a couple of little old punches and stuff, you know, little act right, you know. But they was willing participants. They grown folk. Even though we heard them a few times say, no, I don't want to, and got beat and dragged for it, it just went out of sight, out of mind, act like they didn't see that. That's why the judge ain't budging on Diddy. I don't care how y'all look at it. He's saying, I can't understand the games that y'all playing, baby, but I know that there was evidence thereof that they should have found him guilty of. But they insisted, that man, number 25, insisted to avoid following directions. When you saw what video, Miss Tom? When you saw that video, I was ready to get in the car and start driving. Which video? So what's coming next with the men, the Hollywood, the celebrities, not celebrities, celebrities, minors. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They just, the men just could not, they just, no, because, you know, you know, they just couldn't. I'm just going to accept the fact that men are not going to want to validate that only unless it affects their kids, their daughters, or sons, a wife, girlfriend, mama, sisters, nieces. They are not going to want to touch that with a 10-foot pole unless it affects them. Because again, to acknowledge it in Diddy would mean that they would have to acknowledge it within themselves. Or if not, then they will be a hypocrite. Okay? So what are we going to say when we find out that the same man, the same group of people, and plus some that y'all don't even want to acknowledge, done been broken and is doing the same thing to men? To men. Now, I know they talking about the Boule, but I'm gonna keep it all the way REAL. That is one of the main reasons I don't like that pledging, that fraternity stuff. That is some of the main reason, some of the tactics that used to go on in some of them fraternities. Now, I know it's a touchy subject to some of the fellas who done pledged. But the truth to the matter, some of my black brothers, yeah. Thought it was okay to do them type of games, sick situations in some of these black colleges, and justified it. So all of that's gonna come out, and then y'all gonna wanna, when y'all mad at them, you gonna call them Ray. No, the one who implemented was Ray. No, no, you can't say they Ray without calling yourself Ray. But we not there yet, so I'm gonna move on. But I'm saying to y'all that it's coming. And then what we gonna say? Y'all gonna call them Ray? No, you know we not. We gonna keep it real. We gonna keep it real. We ain't gonna justify it. You justify it with the females, and then you gonna victimize everybody for a pedo. Is that what we gonna do, y'all? No, not over here. We battled that with the females. I just want to see if y'all gonna call it what it is with the fellas. Are you going to victimize the men who were sodomized? Because it's coming. And you know, the odd thing about it, when I assess this and compare it, when I'm saying that, you know, Diddy, it sounds like Diddy duplicated everything in Epstein's, but he didn't. He added his own flavor. Because I have yet to hear Epstein butt-ucking a guy. You understand? That ritual has not come out. Now, there was minors, but they were girls. I have yet to hear that they were boys and men. But we heard that with Diddy. He has a long-standing history of it with guys. See, the first go-around was just the females that he had been active with or interacted with. Yeah. But what's coming? What's gonna stick? What's gonna stick? And when it stick, ain't nobody gonna be able to pardon him. Is that activity. And it's coming. Yeah. So I just need for us to get prepared for that. Because we're going to talk about that. Because that is a problem. And this time, I am not going to be able to say he picked that up. He copied that from the blueprint from Epstein and Trump now. No. He got that from the Boule. That all boys school shit stems from slavery, they say. Okay? Okay, good people? One more time for the last time. It's coming, y'all. It's coming with what's his name? Lil Rod. Rodney Jones. It's coming.
A logo tattooed on his chest. When LeBron retires, his number would be called 2.
Now, why?
Okay? This is how the deep state, he thinks.
Let's stop. Let's stop. No, I'm just asking. You know, because word had it that LeBron
is counterfeit like LeBron James.
That LeBron James had removed himself from Diddy. He don't want no commercials. He don't want no memes. He don't put me in no videos with him, you know. All in the video here. Hey, me and you are through. Okay? Cause Lil Rod coming and he naming names. He done already put Cuba Gooding. He done already put Jay-Z and Beyonce. He done already put Stevie J. He naming names. He say he got videos and pictures ain't nobody seen. So when we start seeing these unusual things that ain't nobody seen before, we gonna know where it came from, good people. T-sippers, we gonna know, because we ain't gonna forget. He said he coming. A Madison Square Garden. What? Oh, you ain't learned nothing. Ain't nobody trying to beat you up. You ain't had no maggot. One of them guys, old school, say, well, ain't no maggots in that food. They lying. He on that sympathy plea. That's what he said. But LeBron know it's finna get hot in here. It's finna get hot. So that's why LeBron running. But let's go.
James, who has that Boule logo tattooed on his chest.
So he in
when
it.
LeBron retires, his number would be called 2. Okay? This is how the deep state, he thinks that he's just going to retire, and that's why he doesn't want to retire. You know the former NBA player, Dwayne Wade? Correct. His son, Zion, is now called Zion. Okay, this is how these people within the system, to go to the next level, you have to sacrifice something. This goes back thousands of years during the time of the pharaohs. If a man wanted to have access to Pharaoh, he had to sleep with the male magician. If a woman wanted to have access to Pharaoh, she had to sleep with the female magician. If a parent wanted their child to see Pharaoh, that child had to sleep with a male or female magician. Nothing has changed. In the rap industry, to go at a certain level financially, you have to be what we call butt broken. That humiliation. And to your powerful listeners, this goes back into slavery, right? The transatlantic slave trade.
And they say she is the Ghislaine Maxwell on the cool for him, and she is the KK for him. Now, I don't know if y'all remember, maybe about a month and a half ago, during the Diddy trial, I showed y'all a picture of Jay-Z in a hotel room, and it had a whole bunch of little girls in there in the room, just, you know, talking and lollygagging, kind of like that picture of when the men were standing around, all them little girls clapping their hands. If you're happy, you know, just There's a picture of him, a little video of him. And like Diddy like came up to the room and saw him and was like, oh man, and it has something about little girls from Russia. Okay.
Slaves who could not be controlled were sent to the Caribbean, and they were tied down, mostly men, chest first, and molested by a male slave master in front of the other family members and in front of the other slaves. Nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed. Okay. So, I can't find what I was looking for. It was something I was looking for. It was showing where old fat neck, red neck, orange neck was trying to, I could have sworn it was over here. I could have sworn I saved it. Talking about being a hypocrite. Talking about everything about Barack Obama. Oh, he hate Barack's. Oh, he hate his approval rating. Oh, he hated. He hated talking about terrors and executive orders and how he would never, and only president that would do executive orders is one who didn't have a plan, and he almost doubled the number of executive orders that they had for Barack. I said, oh, he's so trifling. I cannot. Oh, but I can't find it. And I'm going to move on. Okay, so listen. The judge is making it clear that in the paperwork that's coming out in October, all of them, unless your name was you came in under a pseudonym, your name is gonna come out. Oh, that also may be why oh boy said I don't want no parts of Diddy, cause everybody's name coming out unless it was Jane or who else had that Mia girl. Everybody else's name, it's gonna be public information. So he said, hear ye, let's get ready. It's coming out. We are no longer gonna play this game for P. Diddy. He talking about Madison Square Garden. No, let's see if I heard it here. Insane. Is this where I heard it? Hold on. First, I done heard it all day today. Yeah, and people are hollering and screaming. Y'all hit the like button.
Scream all day.
Get the likes up.
Y'all, Judge Aaron is not playing with Diddy, and baby, we love to see it. You guys, what am I talking about? Diddy supporters are scrambling right now because there's been something issued off of the judge's bench. A lot of people think that he was talking to the prosecutors. He ain't talking to damn prosecutor. He is talking to anybody that wants to publicly but privately support Diddy. Y'all, let's get into it because we love to see it. Okay, so if you guys don't know, the prosecutor submitted something to the judge saying, hey, listen, we're going to submit some information for his pre-sentencing report. The pre-sentencing report is letting y'all know how dangerous Diddy is, okay?
It's just
we're going to submit something for the pre-sentencing report.
Yep.
People are going to be using pseudonyms, okay? Now, they're going to be using the same pseudonyms and redactions that could publicly identify them that the court already agreed to in the protective order. The judge said fine, but he also said a few other things, because listen to this, okay? Listen to this. He said in the response, right, memo endorsement, as to Sean Combs, letter by the U.S. attorneys, as to Sean Combs addressed to Judge Aaron by Mitzi, letter of redactions, endorsement. That's fine for now. But the party should not expect that any submissions made in connection with the upcoming sentencing will be sealed. Everything should be filed on the public docket absent advance authorization to do so authorized. Now, a lot of dummies were like, ooh, Jane's gonna have to reveal her enemy, her name. She is not. Why? Because it's already in a previous court order. Ooh, the victims can't use pseudonyms. The ones that were agreed to use pseudonyms already 100% can. But see, here's the thing. I talked to a few legal eagles, okay? I talked to my girl Alfie at Black Letter Law. I talked to a few people, and they had something more interesting to say. The first reaction was, who in the world was going to put pen to paper and write a letter in support of Diddy? You guys, let me put you down on some legal gamemanship. Judge Aaron is not playing with Diddy. Why? Because that wasn't for the prosecution, okay? That was for these secret Diddy supporters. Remember when we kept asking Diddy, where's your celebrity friends? Where's everybody that cares about you? What exactly is going on? Diddy right now is asking everybody around him, from billionaires on down, to do a Gina and write a letter in support. Now, Gina is the only dum-dum out there. She's fine to be like, I'm not a follower, dummy. You are the epitome of a follower. You followed everything Jane did. You followed everything Cassie did. You followed everything Kim did. You are the epitome of a follower. But more importantly, you are the definition of a pawn. You know, when you're actually playing chess, not checker, the pawns, and you're just like, it's okay, I got 20 more of them. She's the epitome of a pawn. Now, let me get to my point. Diddy was getting a little traction and people willing to write letters of support for him. Now, here's the thing. In those letters of support, they would only do it because, this is what streets are saying, if it could be held confidential. Remember when Danny Masterman got convicted of rape and Mina Kunis and
that means that, see, that wasn't going to work no way, because that means that he could have been writing his own letters. His defense team could have been writing the letters. You know, anybody could have wrote the letters 50 million times with 50 million different names, trying to defraud the system. And wrong answer. That ain't gonna work. So shout out to the judge for catching that. Shout out to you, Judge Aaron. Because they was finna play in the face, because he knows that he has a whole bunch of people that he has victimized that are writing letters, of situations that they have been in, and they are coming in. Absolutely, male and females. So now he's trying to offset it, because y'all remember, T-Sippers, I told y'all, I'm not sure if in the investigation, pre-release investigation, because he already has a domestic battery that he pled guilty to a long time ago, while people are steady trying to say he ain't never been convicted. Yes, he has. Now, is it gonna come out? I don't know, but he knows something coming out. He knows something is dangling. He knows that we, the people, are going to find out in that pretrial paperwork in discovery that that the judge has allowed to be held back, includes minors. He knows it's coming out. He knows that we, the people, are going to find that out come sentencing. He knows that some of them people in jail, cell block C, know that their paperwork indicates minors. They done found it out. Public information. It's just been blacked out. It's been redacted. But it dang sure says minor 2. So there is a minor 1. Okay? And he knows that all of that is going to be counted against him. He don't give a rat's behind that he was only found guilty of the Mann Act. Yeah, judge don't care. He don't care nothing about none of that. He don't care nothing about none of that. Okay. So everybody that's gonna be saying, oh, that ain't fair, giving the guy a shot down there. Yeah. It wasn't fair that he got off on charges that he should have been found guilty of. But remember, number 25, he said he just will not, and ain't nothing nobody can say. Remember? We had to eat that. We had to take that. So guess what? He gonna have to take that. It wasn't fair that number 25 and the George guy who told us that they was deliberating before they were supposed to deliberate, all of that, it wasn't fair that they did that. And it ain't gonna be fair when he get a little rough justice. Okay? But guess what? It's coming. Shout out to the judge. Let's go. That cannot be fired by Trump. Yeah, let's go.
He wrote a secret letter saying, oh, please, it's not that bad. Please have mercy. Remember when they wrote that secret letter? And then they got embarrassed and had to make that dirty, stinky, wet t-shirt apology in front of their mansion trying to look like they were sitting outside of a barn? Remember? Well, guess what? That shook up the celebrity world. It let people know you cannot use your power or your influence, hear me out, to write a letter in support of a monster and think that your public and your fans aren't going to hear about it. Now, you are allowed to do it. And if you don't care what your fans are going to think, do it. Nobody's saying you have to. But you are not allowed to now do it in silence. You want to use your fame and your influence, and I think, but you don't want the people that got you your fame and your influence to actually know what you're actually doing. In writing this, and this was not for the prosecution, this was for anybody that is thinking about writing a letter in support of Sean Diddy Combs. You, unless there are extenuating circumstances, and I believe all those circumstances have been addressed in the court of law, unless there are extenuating circumstances, if you write a letter in support of Sean Diddy Combs, it will be put on the public docket. You will be put on Judge Aaron and the Southern District of New York's Summer Jam screen. Come forward, support that man, but there will be hell to pay. And baby, I'd love to see it, because right about now, I do believe that we are entering in a post world. You want to say that mess with your chest? Everybody come out and do a Gina special. Since you want to say that mess with your chest, go on and say it.
She said, say that mess with your chest.
Let's see how many people.
Hey, A1 Finesse.
You take away the night are going to come out and support Sean Diddy Combs.
He's been threatened now.
Because right now, Gina is looking at day one, his ride or die, the crazy bee that's always on the bottom.
They don't take kindness. Sure do not.
Who else is doing it? Where are Diddy's celebrity friends? Y'all going to put a letter in?
But that ain't what I was found guilty of.
Entertainment. You want that on ABC? You want that on CBS? Do you? Go out and say, Judge Aaron is literally making sure that anybody that comes out in support of Diddy will have to be known. And baby, we love to see it.
They took that man kindness for a weakness, didn't they? They took his kindness for a weakness, baby. This is called, you can play in my face if you want to. Laugh now, cry later. AunTeaFee will be saying, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yes, indeed. They thought that he was a pushover. Yeah. That's why the title is the defense team. They won the fight, but they losing the war, baby. Huh? I love it. They won the fight, but they losing the war. Yes. They don't went up 5 times to try to get him out. And each time the judge said, no, don't come back. Don't come back. Ain't shit you can say that's going to make me change it. So now all they can do is go to Trump. And you know what? They fighting about that. Who fighting AunTeaFee, the defense? Yeah. What's that guy name? Pharaoh. I know that ain't his name, y'all. I know that ain't his last name. Yeah. And that Westmoreland chick. Yeah, she didn't she go on there? She been all over the place. She went on tour last night. Yeah. Trying to say that the defense team done talked to the president. That man, Philo, said, no, that's a lie. I know I haven't. I ain't in that. I ain't in that. I am not into that. So she lying. Now, maybe she have. Maybe she the one writing these fake-ass letters to the judge that's making the judge do this ruling. Yeah, he said, I'm finna nip y'all asses every time y'all try a stunt. Since y'all tried to pull these stunts in court, I'm finna pull these stunts now. You play with me, I play with you. Just like that. You play, I play. Just like that. You play, I play. Just like that. And I don't care what Trump do, because he got state coming right behind this ruling. And when that state hit, ain't shit Trump can do. And it won't be shit Diddy can do. And then it will be on the records that he's a convicted felon. Hello. So all that, help me. I want to go to Madison Square Garden again. Help me. My vision is Madison Square Garden. I thought you was going to rehab. No rehab? No domestic violence, no anger? What? So you want to get out there and dance on? So you want to get out there and show out? Oh. So these people are fighting. So you want a pardon so you can go to Madison Square? Is that what you're telling me? Dum-dum. You telling me all you have learned since you've been locked up, they won't let me out, is that you want to go to Madison Square and skip and skip all over the stage. Y'all just, I just didn't know how slow you really was. I realized last night watching you and Trump sit together and mesmerize each other, lick your lips to him, saying it's gonna be better than you ever could imagine. And y'all two narcissists sitting there in the face off in the dark and shit. I didn't realize how sick of a narcissist you really was. You been like that. When he accepted you into his little network, you lost your mind. Maybe they could be silly. I don't know. I think him and Ira Kelly and Trump, all of them, need to start their own little, in jail. But baby, everybody finna know. Yes, indeed. Let's go.
And the fact that there are people that are pro-Diddy trying to spin this as if this is a loss to the prosecution already got aliases. Jane don't ever have to use her real name. Judge Aaron knows who she is. None of those people.
They won the fight, but they finna lose this war, baby. Because he ain't playing with him. Okay?
Ever have to say who they actually are. Do you know why? Because they were allowed, and it's already under court order, and now she can sign her name. This don't have nothing to do with anybody with the pseudonyms. And any
Okay, she said her piece. Let me get to the other one before we get to this defense team. Who at war? Yeah. Oh, but say I ain't say that. I ain't a part of none of no pardoning. Nope. I'm not in it. My name Bennett. I ain't in it. Oh, judge done made a ruling. What? He got a ruling? Woo!
Now all.
He said no. It's a no for me. I love it. How y'all gonna say we have a problem
Sponsored, stood behind.
with trafficking, but want to let the traffickers off? Where they do that at? Let's listen to old bro man, cause you know he'll get to the paperwork. Let's go. Y'all hit the like button. Okay, don't make me shut down. You know I will. Ain't no doubt about it. Y'all know I will. So please hit the like button so I won't have to. Okay? Support the platform. Support the platform. Like, share, subscribe. Join the membership. Give to me like I give to y'all. I give y'all good tea. I give y'all good tea, baby. I mean, y'all tea be good. 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 Oh, did y'all watch that video last night? Miss Tom, what did you think? Was that not the funniest, craziest mess? Oh my God. They just are like, Y'all hit the like button. Double tap your screen. Or hit them 3 buttons at the top. No, that ain't it. Let's go. Which one is it? Hold on. Did I accidentally drop it? Yeah, here it is. Let's go.
And did all of these things too. This is the reason why they're making a huge mistake. And I'm telling y'all a huge mistake because I've already told y'all this. Donald Trump has his own guy overseeing this Diddy case now. Jay Clayton. Jay Clayton already laid the smackdown.
What did he say that I missed?
Podcast link, website link. It's over for this dude, man. Diddy thinks the judge is an idiot, and this is the reason why they on their knees to
Hey,
Donald
Sandra.
Trump. This is the reason why.
They showed all up in his tail.
If y'all end up hearing Diddy come out on some type of phone call or something and praise Donald Trump and denounce all of the people that he sponsored, stood behind, and did all of these things to. This is the reason why they're making a huge mistake. And I'm telling y'all a huge mistake because I've already told y'all this. Donald Trump has his own guy overseeing this Diddy case now. Jay Clayton. Jay Clayton already laid the smackdown and said in that letter when Diddy got denied bail that his bail should be denied and rejected. Donald Trump is not going to go over his own guy, make his own guy that he put there look bad and override his case because that's a mistake. And I'm telling y'all, laid the smackdown and said in that letter when Diddy got denied bail that his bail should be denied and rejected. Donald Trump is not going to go over his own guy, make his own guy that he put there look bad and override his case because that makes his guy look bad. His boy Jay Clayton, the guy he assigned, because Jay Clayton says Diddy's a flight risk. Now everybody, this went over a lot of people's head when he said, hey, Diddy's a flight risk. Why would Diddy be a flight risk if he's only going to get probation or time served or a small sentence? They know the judge is going big, and I'm about to show y'all what the judge just did. All these things that Diddy's lawyers are doing, the biggest dummies in America. You got Nappy Head over there, one of Diddy's lawyers. What's the girl name? We call the girl Nappy Head. She over there
Westmoreland.
doing interviews, just smiling and she's supposed to be a victim herself that took the stand herself in the past, but she over there smiling, just
Hey,
30
Cooley.
pieces of silver to you.
Cooley J from the
That's all I'm
cliff.
gonna say to you. You understand what I'm saying? And you know it too. That's all I'm gonna say to you, man. And that's all I got to say about that. What you sit up there cheesing and smiling and talking all that stuff you was talking on that interview the other day. And then Diddy's other lawyer, this damn fool, Mark Anglifo, their lead lawyer, running around here. And the black girl last night, I don't know if y'all seen the interview.
At least I kind of got close to the name.
Man, like he's a damn fool.
Affilio.
Look at Diddy's lawyer. When Diddy
Called him a
said this, I'm
glycerin.
about to show y'all this girl. When Diddy's lawyer said what he said last night, she looked at him like he's a damn fool.
Yeah.
Look at the look on her face.
Yeah, she did. I'm gonna show y'all in a minute. I'm gonna show y'all in just a minute. It's crazy.
Washburn University will surprise you.
Talking about Madison Square.
Diddy's lawyer went up there in the interview last night, talking about something. Yeah, you know, we fit to be on Diddy fit to go back and go to Madison Square Garden. She said, for what?
For what?
she looked at that. She looked at that.
And do what?
For what? What are you? Yeah, he's going back on stage in Madison Square Garden. She said, for what? Look at her look on her face. Matter of fact, roll the tape.
What is it that Sean Combs wants people to know?
Dang, I was gonna play it.
That I think that he has reflected on the blessings that he's been given.
What blessing?
On the imperfections that I think he sees in himself.
He needs to talk about
him. Get out of jail, establish a loving, present relationship with all of his 7 children. He wants to take care of his mother.
So he didn't have a loving relationship with his 7 children before he went to prison, went to jail? Huh? You don't want to be loving to everybody? Just your kids? Oh yeah, he ain't learned none, y'all. Enrique, you need to send another kite through the toilet. He don't care about nobody but his 7 kids. Hell, he didn't even say 7 kids and his mama. Now, he mentioned mama later, but he said he wants to establish. Ain't that? Hold on.
Roll the tape.
What is it that Sean Combs wants people to know? He wants people to know that I think that he has reflected on the blessings that he's been given, on the imperfections that I think he sees in himself. I think he wants to get out of jail, establish a love.
Establish. So are you trying to tell me that you didn't already have that? Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Doodle Diddy. Huh? You trying to tell me that you didn't already have that with your kids? That's why you suspect in taking a mama out, nigga. You ain't even have a loving relationship with them. See what I'm saying? This is what happens when y'all make excuses for people. He's sick. Yeah. He said establish. Yeah, I don't think folk caught that. But you know, I'm listening with my good ear, baby. And I'm going to catch it all. Let's go.
I think that he has reflected on the blessings that he's been given, on the imperfections that I think he sees in himself. I think he wants to get out of jail, establish a loving, present relationship with all of his 7 children. He wants.
Y'all, I can't get over that. So in other words, you ain't been loving and caring. That's why your son's out there repeating the same bull crap that you were doing, that boule bullshit. Even the sons that really ain't yours. See, your heart ain't right. And when you and Trump was sitting down last night y'all both talking about what God done, God wasn't in none of that evil shit y'all was talking about. I need for Enrique, Essay. I need for all of them to send a toilet kite to your ass. And feet, toes, and hands. Yeah.
Take care of his mother? Does he want to get back into music? Does he want to get back into business? I think
He can afford home health. She need an aide. Who been taking care of why his ass been in jail for almost a year? She walk in there every day when he was in court with a different wig on. She looked jazzy and sassy. So she what, she like getting that hydration? What was it, that saline? Yeah, because I was dehydrated from all that activity. She was a part of them freak offs and shit. She AunTeaFee, you mean all right? No, she Shit.
he's someone who is always going to strive to do something, exceptional and probably demanding and challenging. But I think the most demanding and challenging thing in front of him right now is to get back with his kids and get back with his mother, the people who love him and miss him.
So he's talked to you about getting back into music if he's
No, honestly, he has not.
Okay.
One thing he said when he's going to be back in Madison Square Garden.
He said that?
He did. He said to me he's going to be back in Madison Square Garden.
Doing what?
I guess being on stage.
Doing what?
And then I said, I'll be there.
Doing what on stage? Doing what? Being a presence. Showing out. Clowning. Mocking the system. Saying you back. Bad boy. That type shit. Bad boys. We ain't going nowhere. Yeah. He beat the system. Again. Yeah, you want to fight. But you finna lose this war, baby. Cause the judge, he ain't playing with you.
So this dude is a liar. Diddy's lawyer, bro, these dudes are the scum of the living earth. He gonna sit up there talking about something. Yeah, he didn't say to me that he's trying to get back to music, but he's gonna be back on that stage in Madison Square Garden.
Like we don't know what that means.
She told this nigga doctor doing what? He said, yeah, doing what he do, and I'm gonna be there. No, you're not. And see, this is why I told y'all, everybody listen to this channel. If the left one don't get you,
the right one will.
Fools running around in the media, destroying his case to get free. The right one will. And the judge is nobody's fool. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the judge showed that he watches social media. He watched Diddy's lawyer, his other, advisor, the father of Kenny Garagos, Mark Garagos, over there, capping on Megyn Kelly's YouTube channel the other day, talking about some, yeah, man, Diddy's a great man, this, that, and the third, and they asked him about all the beatings. Oh, but see, yeah, man, making every excuse. Then somebody up there says, well, Mark, why do you always defend bad people?
Bad boy running scared.
Everybody that's bad, good.
Ain't got no sleep. Scared to close his eyes.
Let me tell y'all something. Diddy's lawyers out here and all these other people are making it horrific for him.
I agree.
Because I told y'all, Donald Trump is not going against his own man. He didn't put his own man in there to lift Diddy up. He got his man in there to make sure Diddy stay down. And I'm going to prove it.
Yeah, I tried to tell y'all, I don't know for sure. I ain't putting my money on Donald Trump for nothing, but I do know this. He ain't said what he will and will not do for Ghislaine Maxwell, but he did say what he will not do for Diddy. And this, he said, after I done brought you in, sat down and talked to you, I was trying to give you my song and dance. Yeah, I know you peeped that I was just full of bullshit, but you felt like I had something you wanted. So you sit there and you listen, and I let you in. I told you some of my secrets and shit. And then you get on Charlemagne the God, like he your God, and say people like me need to go. Need to be, well, I can't think of what word he said, admonished or something. Now, obliterated or something he said. Yeah, wasn't nice. And he said, after I brought you into our organization up under my network, I've fucked with you since 1999. I helped you get out of that shit at that club in New York, and you get on there and you say this shit about me, you disloyal black motherfucker. And that's when he put him on your ass, and he said, we're going to ask for more than the guidelines. We want you to go above and beyond. And I don't know if the judge gonna do it, but I promise you this. he ain't fond of you. He act like it's some more evidence out there that he looked over, or he done reread it, or he something else. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if Comey didn't fill the judge in on what really is going on, and he's saying, oh, okay. Oh, okay, I got it from here. I got it from here. I'm sorry that happened to you, but I got it from here. Cause boo, if he was going in your favor, he would not had okay him to write that letter. Now, but they say money talking bullshit. Well, I mean, you know, they ain't say that. That's just what that is. But one thing is for sure, you done offer 50 mil and they said, no, keep that. You're going to need it. Put it on your books. Pay essay. Yeah. And Gonzalez or Rodriguez. Pay them who sending them toilet kites to you, telling you to bring that energy here. Yeah. Sleep on your stomach. Set that ass up. AunTeaFee, huh? Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that. You better not sleep on your stomach. You better not. You better not lift that ass up. Y'all know I ain't no good. You thought you had won. You won the fight. You beat the Rico. Or did you? Did you really? I don't know. Because he's saying, yeah, I want more than what Comey was going to give you. Yeah. Thanks to Trump. Let's go.
The judge.
Shit, he ain't been getting paid since your ass been locked up in trouble. You got caught slipping.
Just made a ruling today, right?
Yeah, and then we hear last night, you told Trump in his face, man, we do the same shit. You just found a way to get over. But we do the same day. We just alike. We ebony and ivory. Yeah. We both dirty. We both a liar, deceiver. Yeah. We just alike.
Right now. And I told y'all that it was one thing that happened. His man in there to make sure Diddy stay down. And I'm gonna prove it.
Let's go.
The judge just made a ruling today, right now.
Once the minor stuff hit, he is going to be threatened for real. Oh yeah.
That was gonna destroy
them people done got the word.
Everybody's head in this.
They leaked it.
I told y'all. Old girl made a big mistake. You said, "What ticket? What girl?" I say, "What
Gina?"
Girl? You say, "What girl?" I'll show you what girl. This girl. Sister Gina!
Sister Gina!
Sister Gina! You gave statements to the federal government, victim number 3.
Let's see
And
this.
Sister Gina, if the government wanted to right now,
They could.
they could grand jury your ass,
Yep.
drag you back up to the courthouse, and make you state whether or not your statements to the federal authorities
Are you lying now, or did you lie then?
are false, Sister Gina. And Sister Gina,
In
you're on
another
social
incident,
media, allegedly running your mouth.
probable cause.
Oh yeah. This is why I told y'all
Analysis.
Diddy has the most. But bro, this dude got to have the dumbest people in the world around him. Sister Gina, you on social media?
Sister
telling people
Gina.
your peeps act like I can't forgive a man I once loved. I'm not gonna kick him while he's down because y'all want me to. Gina, you said he stumped on your stomach while
Dumbass.
you was down.
Hey, Big Pink.
Gina, he kicked Cassie on tape while she was down. You damn fool.
Have y'all not seen the movie Enough?
Gina,
He's a coward.
I'm gonna tell
And
you
just
something.
as sure as you're down, he is going to kick you.
Because
Yeah.
the judge is watching all
Didn't
this
Jennifer
show.
Lopez play that?
All-
Wasn't Jennifer Lopez in that movie Enough? With that man that was an abuser? He love bombed her. Hell, that shit was about Diddy. He love bombed her and then flipped the script on her and then started abusing her after she had that little baby girl. Yeah. It's both a choice. What do you mean? It's both a choice. I don't know what you mean. That movie Enough. Yeah. He kicks them when they're down. He said that's a coward. Let me find that.
all of these buffoons that's out here making these lame ass videos, trying to defend this buffoon. The only thing y'all doing is undermine the judge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at her. I don't even know you. The FLOL goofies, I'ma always have his back. Yeah, you're one of the reasons why he got indicted, because you helped give information to the feds, Gina. So you're gonna always have his back? No, you didn't, Gina. You're one of the ones who helped put his bullshit on the map when you went over there and ran your mouth to Tasha K and told Tasha K everything, Sister Gina. Right? I've never been the type of person to follow crowds and trends. I'm not a follower. Oh, Sister Gina, you followed their ass up there to the federal government and gave statements. And then you said, free Diddy. Sister Gina, not only is Diddy going to jail, or to the prison, your ass, if you don't got a JOB, Sister Gina, you need to go get a JOB, because you're going to need to afford to pay for a lawyer, because the federal government called your ass for them statements that you gave. Yeah, those statements that's been redacted before this trial, and then you were a no-show, and then as soon as the case was over with, somehow TMZ found your ass in a parking lot.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, y'all.
Relax.
Y'all remember this?
Close your eyes. Close your eyes. That's it. Go. Keep your balance.
Y'all remember this?
Yes.
You sure?
Uh-huh.
Can you lose?
No.
Can he hurt you?
No.
Even though he's bigger?
He's a lot bigger.
Even though he's stronger?
He's a lot stronger.
Get some rest tonight. Tomorrow we're gonna work on the ball.
Do y'all remember this?
So if he hits you,
No way.
say it.
It takes twice as much energy to swing and miss as to swing and hit.
Okay, you think you're done for, right? He's got you by the throat. Left arm out. Good. Rotate around. Rotate around. Drop that arm. Reach up, grab my hand. There. Good. So how do you win?
How do you win?
How?
I attack.
And what do you do after you attack?
Nothing.
Why nothing?
Because I never stop attacking.
Good. Come on. Use your legs. Keep that chin down. That's it. Go.
Okay.
One last thing.
The hardest lesson. We can't control the universe. Suddenly the maid enters. You're distracted for an instant, and he hits you.
That's not possible.
To win, we must prepare even for the impossible. We bend the universe to our will, but it will only go so
man.
far.
So you're saying?
Yes. They're down. Lying there. Seemingly beaten. But hear me. Hold on to my voice.
Hold on to my voice.
He's standing over you. He thinks he's won.
I think he won.
As sure as he's a coward, he will try to kick you.
Yes.
But because you know what he'll do, you're smiling inside.
Just as sure he's a coward. And he is gonna kick you when you down. I'm trying to stop that. Oh, it hit too close. He end up in a pile of broken baby. What? J-Lo. Yeah, that's why he ain't try that bull crap with her. She had been trained. Let's finish listening.
You don't think that the judge is watching and knowing all this stuff that's going on? And Sister Gina, I told everybody who was watching this video the other day.
He's a coward.
When Jay Clayton, Donald Trump's guy, wrote that letter.
Yeah, it's stuck on me again. I don't know what's wrong with my phone.
I had to go ask him to put this out here.
Y'all, because my likes ain't up. Get the likes up, y'all. I need 50 likes.
He blacked something out right there. He blacked some information out. And information that was blacked out, only the judge saw. And Diddy's legal team knows. The whole world does not know this because it was not brought to the case. But read the line after the blacked out part, Sister Gina, because your ass may be in huge trouble. It says, although this evidence was not presented at trial, and everybody got mad at Big Gene when Gene said everything wasn't brought to the trial, but he wasn't lying. All of the evidence that I told y'all was not brought to the trial. There's a lot of shit that was left out. And everybody said, oh, how can the judge do this? Because, jabroni, if you know the law, you Rudy Poo candy ass, you'll know that this case right here is way different than any of the other Mann Act cases. Because none of the other Mann Act cases had all of these other intricacies that were involved in it as Diddy's does. Those were just guys who flew to prostitutes out to have sex, boom, that's it. All this other shit wasn't involved. With Diddy's case, it is, and you can go look up the law yourself about violence within the Mann Act. But Diddy's gonna find out the hard way. He's trying to override the judge and the media and undermine the judge by making it seem like we're just gonna go straight to Donald Trump. That's gonna kill Diddy. And what the judge just did, the judge is the smartest. Bro, I tell y'all this right now. This judge is the smartest man in the world. And I'm gonna tell y'all why right now. I'm gonna show y'all what he just did. The judge disarmed Diddy every part he went in his trial. Everybody wants to know why the judge left a lot of that stuff out of the case. I'm finna tell y'all right now, show y'all what the judge just did. All of this shit I told y'all that was in the pre-trial paperwork. You see it right there, Judge Arm Serenia's name up there. You see it, I blew it up right there. You see his name up there. All of these cooperating victims. And if you read that little part at the bottom, you'll see everything I'm telling you is true. And you can go look at the documents themselves, the signed, stamped, and delivered. But all that was redacted, ladies and gentlemen. It was redacted. And I need you to understand what I'm telling y'all. This information that did not make it to the trial because the judge exited out. And why did the judge exit out? Because the judge is very smart. Why is the judge very smart, you guys? The judge is very smart, ladies and gentlemen, because the judge take away any type of way that Diddy can appeal this case. By not letting all this other stuff in the case, by ruling a lot of different things in Diddy's lawyer's favor, down from not stopping the jury from going back and deliberating, which could have caused a mistrial. All of those things that the judge did, he lined it up perfectly so that Diddy's team could not come back and have a legitimate basis on appeal after he dropped a sledgehammer on this dude. So what the judge did, and Diddy made a mistake. If you guys read that paperwork from the past, Diddy's lawyers have said multiple things. The judge ain't forgot nothing. He ain't forgot about those notes that was allegedly had those writings in it from when Diddy, before the trial. The judge ain't forgot about none of this shit, right? Where Diddy tried to blame the government for going through his notes and found the judge slammed his lawyers, asking them, well, did you see this written on that folder before now? The judge remember all that shit. Ladies and gentlemen, and then it came to this. Gina, fool. Under that black part, it says, although this evidence was not presented at trial, the court is free to consider it in assessing the defendant's dangerousness. This is what Donald Trump's guy wrote. Right? Oh, excuse me. Let me finish reading that. Although this evidence was not presented at trial, the court is free to consider it assessing Diddy's dangerousness. See United States versus LaFontaine, 210 F3D 125 130 through 133, Second Court 2000, and read this next line, y'all. Recognizing that, quote unquote, listen to read this, y'all. Proffers are permissible both at bail determination and bail revocation contests. The defendant's extensive history of violence and his continued attempt to minimize his recent violent conduct. That's what his lawyers are in the media doing, minimizing all of his charges, minimizing all of this shit. The judge get ready to hit this nigga with a Barry Bonds, nigga.
On apartments.com, renters will start coming out of the woodwork.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Did you know that Mint's unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back?
Who is this?
I told you it's Ryan Reynolds.
This seems like a skip.
Demonstrates his dangerousness. They said the fact that he's minimizing this shit, and his dumbass lawyers and all these people running through the media minimizing this shit.
Okay, so no one hit the like button.
His dangerousness, and that he is not amendable, right? Amenable, excuse me, to supervision. The defendant utterly fails to establish by clear and convincing evidence, the government says, as required, that he does not pose a danger to the community, and the judge ruled in that favor. But read that line up there where it said proffers.
So 2 people took their like away.
Y'all always keep your paperwork. Remember this pre-trial paperwork where it said, although the defendant, meaning Diddy, this is the government that was writing this.